Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dream Daddy after 80 million years. Yeah. So, I started playing Dream Daddy, during my year of monthly themes. I specifically started with Joseph's route because I was doing Romance Month. No. I was doing Horror Sunday Service Month, I believe it was called. I don't know. I have to look it back. I gotta look back at my notes. But I did Joseph's route because he is the priest. Well, pastor, I guess. Pastor. And I thought it was suiting for the month of Easter, so we did his route, and then I was never able to really revisit Dream Daddy again. Again, the only guy I'm pretty familiar with is Craig. Mostly because I watched some other YouTubers play only Craig's route. I couldn't exactly tell you how the route goes. I remember a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna save Craig for probably last because he's also my favorite. This could all change. This could all change between now and then because I plan to just go through every route I can. That's not Craig first. But today I think we're gonna pursue. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Not. Is it Damien? I believe. Vampire Daddy? That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So, if that's wrong, I'm so sorry. But, yes, we are going to clip, clap, clap. That's who we're going to, pursue today. So let's see what I can do. Come on, Reginald. It's been a long time since we've come back to visit Reginald. You know, that's the bestie. So yeah, I haven't talked to Reginald in a while. I think it's time to throw him back in there into the dating world because things didn't end well with Pastor Joseph. He decided that going back to his family and his wife that I'm not sure if he likes her or not, or that she likes him. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of layers there. He has decided that he desires the white picket fence life, which means there's no room for Reginald in there, at least not romantically. And also, sadly, Pastor Joseph does not have a good ending with the main character, so I thought that to be quite sad. So instead, we're going to dad number 2, and let's see where that gets us, huh? Okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can just, you know, get his route on my own. If not, it's surprise, you know? Okay. On a Friday night, you are most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, fall asleep watching the History Channel, torment my children with dad puns, sink into blissful oblivion. Okay, this sounds like him. Hold on. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Grill, shaker of salt. The Lost Shaker of Salt. Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. A boat, obviously. I don't need anything my survival skills have trained me for this day. Okay, I don't know. This one? The Lost Shaker of Salt. What are your turn-ons? Think it comfortable with crying? What did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, okay. I don't know. This one? The Lost Shaker of Salt. What are your turn-ons? Think comfortable with crying? What did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to be when you grew up? Think comfortable with crying? What did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, okay. I don't know. This one? The Lost Shaker of Salt. What are your turn-ons? Think comfortable with crying? What did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, you. Well, good father. Technical writer for manuals and instructionals, I think. What's your favorite movie genre? Whatever will make me cry. I don't know, yeah. Oh, old comedies that haven't aged well. What's your ideal date? Napping together. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together. Eating a healthy dinner at 4. Trying to catch, but getting hopelessly lost. Being emotionally vulnerable. Well, honestly, yeah. Let's say that. What do you never leave home without? My cripplingly low self-esteem. A knife. Okay, I'll say I frequently forget my phone keys and wallet at home sometimes. Let's go with this. A sensible cardigan. I spent a lot of time thinking about potential ends of the world. Well, technically this is more of our character, but let's say this. Okay, see, that wasn't so bad. Okay, so we've gone through this. Okay, now here we go. Alright. Go and get him, Dad. And let me see. I hope I remember her voice that I gave. It wasn't too bad.
You've got dads.
Okay. What? Okay. Yep, okay. Let's go. Woohoo! Alright. That's a T for sure. Okay. So, how. He has his own voice, right? I can't remember. Okay. Oh, goodness. Hold on, give me a second. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the oh my gosh, I cannot write. Inevitability of our own demise or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you're most likely to listen to true crime podcasts, of course, while I taxidermy my newest specimens. If you have one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A coffin? Yeah, what are your two nouns? Pronouncing bosom correctly. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. Damien is so good. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. How did I know? What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I spent a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Okay, attractive. Let's go, baby. Okay, here we go. Go. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. What we got? You seem cool. Oh, I will. Okay. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. Then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda!
Eh?
Amanda pops out of her room, her eyes a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm cool. I just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the last 3 months was actually made out of plastic. Even the dirt was fake. Oh. Honey. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? She's like very closed off, but I'm gonna try the different options. If there's, you know, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is a hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO, whatever, and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things about... Oh, you know about it back to me, aren't you?
Oh.
Like the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Let's do it. Sure thing. Regards, Reginald. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Oh my, it's so... Okay. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor? Estate? The Gothic architecture looms over the other homes in the Cul de Sac. Excuse me. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull a large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer. Nothing the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Oh, noting, okay. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Ooh, I hear that BGM. Reginald, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked?
Oh.
Accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? Like oil paintings. Right. Right. Oh, this is awkward. This is a little awkward. Oh, cute! His mouth is so cute. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again, for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through the extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door and bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to my chemical romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. Oh, poor Damien. You reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. A library, okay. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling arch windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Let's pick up a book. You know, Reginald, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought that the more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life full of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pulled out a book at random and examined the worn cover. Opening it, I turned to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had put in. Why is it always Naruto? Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja belt. First of all. Oh, okay, I think that's enough. Damon snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's... from your That's a rare book for my private collection. Damien's private collection, not his son's collection. Oh goodness, look out the window. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul de sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Of course you would know that. Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Okay, I like it. I went to the glass display of pin bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. The pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Please, will you join me for tea? I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Let's see, your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. If I tell him his home is impressive, he's gonna like talk, but if I'm like, oh, I like your cape, maybe... Yeah, okay. It's a cloak, actually, but thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me. You pull it off quite well. Oh, thank you. Regardless of my historical leanings, it's very important to me to present myself well. It's taken a long time to come up with a style that's both true to form and representative of myself. But I'm very happy with how I dress. I do get some strange looks, yes, but it's something that brings me a great deal of joy, so I don't mind. To be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders that are period appropriate feels amazing. You wear top hats? You don't? What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Stop! Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? Oh no. I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Now my chemical rub down. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and trying to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Reginald, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive. Damien, you understand. You understand. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sounds sophisticated. Okay. Wait. Okay, with Damien, honesty is a policy, that's for sure. But let's see. I learned how to juggle once. Love me some word jumbles. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Okay, between soap making and learn how to juggle once. Well, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna go with the soap one. We're gonna see where that takes us. Get some water first. Lordy. Okay. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Now, he's not interested at all. Soap is an important advancement in modern society. Getting rid of germs and stuff. Oh, girl. Okay, I would say that the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor, Reginald. Tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes, which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Wow! Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
Oh.
My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off of a vine.
Oh.
Lilium bulbiferum? Bulbiferum. The orange lily. What do you think this one means? This is a tiger lily, right? My loins are ablaze. My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Oh my God, these are all terrible. My loins are ablaze. I don't know. I don't know. He might like this answer, so we're gonna say 3 cheers. Okay, there we go. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hate. Yeah, I knew. Okay, I was just like, isn't... Yeah. Symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Ooh, okay, well... Well, okay, I'll be honest, between these 3, I will say I do like honeysuckles a lot. But I guess sunflowers are so, I want to say versatile. They're a very versatile flower. Oh, okay, emotionally, I'm gonna pick honeysuckle. Oh, he didn't care. Okay. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out. Yes, I used to do that when I was 2nd grade. There's like a gated area around the recess area. And so there's like a field. But like the field was open so that we could play like, I don't know, sports, if there was like an event, blah, blah. But surrounding the fences were, the surrounding fences were like metal, like crisscross ones. So there was like a house on the left side that the honeysuckles like grew on the fence, so we could pick a bunch of them basically. And so my classmate at the time, Yolanda, she came over and she was like, listen, I got a secret. There's some honeysuckles we can eat here. And so she taught me how to eat honey off of honeysuckles, and they are very delicious. However, another girl saw us, told like 5 other people, and ruined it for the 2 of us. Because the teacher found out, and she was just like, bro, that's someone's house. Like, that's not ours. Like, you're technically not allowed to do that. And I was just like, man, if this girl just shut her mouth, like we literally would pick like maybe 4 or 5 flowers, eat the honey off the honeysuckle, and then call it a day. But she literally came back with like a whole bouquet of them. I'm like, girl, that's why we're in trouble now. That's why we can't eat the honeysuckles no more. Terrible. Okay, back to the story. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Okay. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. You would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I followed Damien down the footpath. Excuse me. And admired more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, the phone rings. Oh, Reginald? Will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls his cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Okay, listen, Reginald. Go for it. Damien smiles. And... oh, that is 2 ands. I had to double take for a moment. Damien smiles and walks. Okay. Walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh, several gargoyles. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Bruh, Reginald. Ugh, ruining my life.
Fix that guard.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Oh, what? I didn't think it's that way. Okay, oh my gosh, terrible. There we go. Terrible. Was it the wrong?
Goal!
Oh, thank goodness. Ruining my own life here. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, here comes Damien. Looks upset.
Ah!
Reginald, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but It's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have... Oh, his teacher needs me to come to school, post haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together.
Huh.
You're... Right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go! Oh yes, this child. Damien and I walk into the school and then are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the "my kids are in trouble" rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien. You have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, I cannot read. Who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session. Vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of the creepy basement. Ah, yes. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Oh, okay. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime. See a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me. What are these voices?
Ah!
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, wait a second. Lucian, did you try to... cask of Amontillado? Okay. Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story that, where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down this cellar with the promise of wine and a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. Yes, I remember that. It's a lovely story, of course. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. actually was gonna leave him here. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cacking maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
Sweet Manchego.
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages, and then read a review of the movie.
Sweet Manchego.
It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie! Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under... What the hell? Don't do... whatever that was. Again, you two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Sorry. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares at the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether you want to... Oh, whether or not you want to go. Oh my gosh, I'm tongue-tied. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling. So if you decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. What? Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out the window. Oh, I messed up those lines. That's okay. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. There's your silver... Oh, so there's your silver lining. Excuse me.
Oh.
There's that, yes. Does this kind of thing happen? Oh, here. It's probably just going through... I really admire how you handled that. You're a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. See you around soon? It would be my honor, my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy.
Oh.
I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Ooh. Tiny House Hunting Brothers. Okay. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The tiny house-hunting brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bed, two-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. Honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? That's strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read the story except for me? Lucian livestreamed the entire thing. His entire day is beyond me. But otherwise it was a fun day. The Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Kitties. Ooh, come on, baby. Work. I don't know what any of these.
That was
okay.
just bricky. Bricky as in the Victorian term for good.
Okay, well, rank A is not too bad. So, ooh. Okay. Alright, next part. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Art Institute for the Arts? I mean, you're busy, I can come back. Yeah. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. And his face is unreadable. You believe this? Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh, I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my gosh, I can't really believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student, you nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Hey, Dad. No, this one's really expensive. It's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she'd had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice. Wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil wrap burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad. You know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view. Work. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Hey!
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we get all the professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online, they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. And we're gonna be best friends. Oh, honey. Greg and I were. A good roommate could be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on the bad roommates. No. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student had a really bad cough and sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Our ruled.
Yes!
Ooh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake? Or maybe both. Would a snake eat a rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that up to you. Oh my goodness. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. I promise I'll try harder. A pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. Oh, she's so sweet. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up, and you're such a good person. I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop! You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna be a taste sad. Pull him in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Hey, Babu.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door.
Dad, you got a letter.
Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads... Okay, hold on. Dearest Reginald, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing, rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this... Sorry. I'm like... I have to, like... It feels like there's a golf ball in my mouth. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Reginald, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Blood March. Okay, Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you're gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back! A real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon.
Yes.
Dad, you have to! He wrote you a letter! That's so cool! Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you'll do. Oh, here's what you do. Sorry. Here's what you'll do. Okay. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Hey.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2, not the vampires. Evil never dies. I was about to be like Nosferatu. I don't know, that counts? That sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really?
Huh.
Nah, there's just a lot of blood and vampire titties. Oh, yeah. Well, let's roll the dice.
Huh.
I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Hey. Good morrow to you on this file. Okay, well, first of all, it would be, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. That is the most appropriate response, but usually you would go, hold on. I'm gonna test it. I would like to, no, not I would like to, hold on. I gotta think one up and then I'm gonna click this. What a surprise it was to find a letter. I think that's lamer. Okay, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. But yes, this one, okay. I'll think of something later. I'm brain fried. Good one. What's next? Okay. You've been good. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. That's a good one. Hey, remember when your son tried to cast of Amontillado? That kid, sorry. Okay. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let me know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Work. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That Ernest was pretty messed up. Oh, okay. I think this is best, right? Nice. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. Sorry. I think I'm finding this, like, more funny because now that I'm seeing the dialogue of, like, the main character, it just comes off even funnier. But anyway. Well, a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I found myself lost in your details. Let me, get at that. Oh, mercy. Let's do... is that, like, not... Is that a little too, like, intelligent, like, too try-hard intelligent? Or is the first one? But I don't want to be like, I'm enamored by, like, helping you discipline your son? That's, like, kind of weird. Let's go with this one. I find myself lost in your details. Dad. Whoa. I saw it on TV. I'm not an actually intelligent person. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got two tickets to the movies. I very much enjoy your company. Accompanying me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. I wish he used a different word other than cinema for the third one, but we're gonna go with the third one. It would bring me great pleasure to escort I can't talk. Escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Hard daps, namaste, will carry. Best wishes. Oh my goodness. And then I signed my name, my full name. Fancier that way. Reginald Randy is not fancier, but okay. Reginald Randy. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what a oh no! It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. You spelled his name wrong. What? No, Amanda. Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Is she gonna get a wax seal? I swear. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. Oh. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing. Here it is. Your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapping stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. I can see. I wish my character could squint like, don't go get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. Mood. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded. It's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice. Girl, calm down. Calm down! Okay. I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
What? What? What? What?
Oh no.
Regardless, the hour grows close.
Oh.
Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in our Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds? Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. Oh my, this guy. Not this kid. Blocking. Oh. Yes. Okay. That's her wilding again. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids.
Oh.
Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad.
Oh.
And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it.
Oh.
Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
What?
You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad. This guy sucks! Lucien rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's a thing my son loves to tease. One moment, the children are misbehaving again. Milky! We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Oh, that face is so cute, though! I think I remember. I think, if I remember correctly, Damien is really squeamish, or he's scared of horror movies, or it's both. I think it's both. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. Oh, that expression is so cute. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Not him being like a Victorian lifestyler and then afraid of vampire gore. Sorry. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Oh, no.
Oh, brother. Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Mood. Terrifying. Oh, interesting.
Huh.
That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Human Centipede. No, just... Damien's knuckles are turning white. Looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. Oh, honey. I love horror movies. Oh no, the lights dim for the film. Sorry, that was so funny. Sorry, that was so funny. Okay. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. Oh, honey. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters, Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Yep, it's Castlevania. Romulus bad blood. Awaken my coven. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Demetrius Morvant. Okay. Brother, is it time? Carmela von Ruden. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. Okay. It is time. The three look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I'm imagining this scene in my head, and I'm just like, bruh. We somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife, Romulus, has fallen in love with. Oh no! Romulus, it is good to finally see you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again. Sorry.
looking at me like I'm crazy. Ah.
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and I got to an extremely scary section. Oh, Damien. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Woo! Work. Maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Oh, no. Well, he is terrified, so I think this one's better because if we ask what's happening or talk about the movie, he's probably gonna be afraid. So let's tell a dad joke. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Where does a dog go when it loses its tail?
Oh my.
Where? To the retail store. I yelled that last bit a little too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I can see a smile form on Damien's face. Good one, Reginald.
Huh.
The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard. Of course.
Oh my.
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no! Twist ending. Oh. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It'll only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again. What? More thunder, ominous organs, the movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Okay, here comes the smooth response. Oh no. No. Thanks. No problem. Okay, it worked. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat?
Oh.
Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Oh, not the goth lunch. Not the goth picnic. Are we going in there? Little bit of Victorian flavor, Reginald. Trust me. Oh no. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. Gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Work. Oh, right. Damien unfolds a blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I've never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think gives us a certain intimate knowledge about ourselves. Work, Damien. Set amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. He's saying something really nice and I keep messing up. Hold on. I am so dry. Give me a second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure. If it's Lucian again, I am going to. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly toward us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help. He's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster.
Ah!
Oh! It's a dog.
Huh.
Oh. It's a dog. As it finally oh, it's that doggy! It's that doggy! As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest looking Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog! Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see. Is this, I forgot his name. Okay. Robert. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog.
Hey.
This isn't my dog. Found her wandering in the street. Put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids.
Oh.
Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat?
Oh.
Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs.
Oh.
Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. Let's say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Ah, bless. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Reginald, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Kiss, 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 kiss. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it on into my hand. Oh, even better. Wow, thank you, Damien. I'll use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't waste to sneeze it. I'm gonna have to wave this at passing. Oh, I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. I think this one's funnier because is that a Titanic reference? I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. He loves it. I approve. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant.
Hey, Dad, what's up?
Were you watching me from the window?
No, I was just, Okay, yes, and how was the movie?
Lots of vampire titties.
Told you.
But as it turns out, Damien is Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool, it's scary. Nice save, Reginald. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? Oh, honey.
Huh?
I think I'm misremembering that.
Wow, that's pretty punk.
Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though.
Yeah. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf?
How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure that you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow.
I don't trust you.
Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you?
I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight.
Ooh. Get complete! What I get? Work! I don't even know what these scores mean.
Oh, my stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Sorry. I keep forgetting that this game does have voice acting in it. Like, not for everything, but I was like, oh. So I forget. Wow, rank S. Did I get a rank S with Joseph last time? No, I think I got an A. I think it's just because, like, with Damien, it's, like, kind of easy to know what he wants, if that makes sense. Like, you can kind of, like, guess what he's looking for, I guess. Alright, we'll see. Here we go, baby.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh. Okay.
Hi, Reginald. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dad Book. They recently added this new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads, like myself. Take care not to miss them.
Okay. Oh, you up for anything tonight? What you got? Okay. Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you could care to accompany us? I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper.
Whoa, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute. Oh no, honey. I've gotta destroy this computer. Reginald, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. Reginald, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. Let's see that art. Let's see that art. Should I have done this? Should I have just clicked Damien? Okay. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I almost said Mesa. Downtown Mesa. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Reginald? I turn around. It's Joseph! Oh, this is awkward. Only awkward because I did his route last time. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciative.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly, a little out of my depth here.
Oh.
Thank God, I thought I was gonna be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know. Thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve.
Oh.
Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? You know I have no idea what I'm in for. Art is dead and nothing is real. You know I am. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames. Also paintings that aren't in frames. Oh, honey. Art is good. And stuff.
Oh.
Well put, Reginald.
Ah.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. No, we're gonna talk with Hugo and Damien. What's wrong with you? So, what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast. I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys?
Oh.
Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Reginald. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. I wonder if it's my headphones, but I'm gonna listen carefully one more time. But Hugo sounds like his voice is echoing for some reason. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. Oh yeah, no, Hugo has like a weird echo in his voice for some reason. Interesting. I've never noticed that before. Okay. Maybe it's like the recording. I don't know. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What'd I miss?
Hey.
Butts.
Oh.
Shame. Cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? Yeah, why is Hugo's voice... It feels like Hugo's voice is, like, wonky. I never noticed that before. Sorry. I was just like, whoa. We leave... Oh, excuse me. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery's a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of... I'm not even sure. Hang on the walls.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, is... What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. It's a butt. It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he likes butts. You are a servant of the Lord. Oh no, you are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork, and I feel that's rapidly moving towards digitization. How do you figure that? That's what it says on the plaque. I knew it! I knew what he was gonna be like. That's what it says on the information. Oh. That's a good... Sorry. I have like a belated laugh from that. Okay. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by... what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. I could do that. Oh, I'm triggered. I'm so triggered right now. Excuse me? Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this. Okay, go off, Hugo. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Oh, okay, Hugo. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry. I just love art very much. Work. You know what, Hugo? Work. Okay? Work. We know, buddy. You pat Hugo on the shoulder. Joseph's just like, you know what, brothers? I got you. You know what ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. Why did he lean in like that? Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actually wine and cheese. I feel like I'm at the YMCA. I feel like they're about to sing the YMCA.
Hey!
Just put Reginald up there. We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it gonna be any weirder than this art? It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. Ah yes, performance art.
Norm MacDonald!
So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean? What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Randy. Well, I don't see nothing, but they really like script butts. I really want to click butts, because I made this Reginald so dumb. Okay, fear of existence, the very humanity of being human. They really like screaming butts. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it? Joseph, Joseph in these other routes, well, I've only played this route so far. In this route, it's just like, so I'm stupid. I'm like, but like Joseph in his route is actually like, I don't know, I found him very sad and very like insightful. So it's just funny that he's just like, so if I just make fart noises, like party, like, you know? Damien fixes him with a hard stare.
Ah. Yeah.
I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Hey,
Why?
hey.
Sorry. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can, and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Oh, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We are the YMCA right now. We don't sing. We're the village people right now. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Y. Joseph is Y. Damien is M. Hugo is C. Reginald is the A. Okay. We make our way back to the cul de sac. Tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice menthol. Okay, I don't know this word. Emmentaler? It's either it's not a menthaler. Emmentaler. Emmenthaler? I'm gonna look it up later. Possibly.
Oh.
Is that a wine? Is that a wine? I don't know how to say it. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Okay. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint?
Huh.
I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. Oh, my boy.
Oh.
I think I'd paint boat. Of course, we would paint boats. Boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery in artwork. Brother, that's like asking like a lawyer why he would become a VTuber. Because lawyering is hard. Okay. What? Boats? Boats are cool.
Oh.
What about you, Reginald? Tasteful nudes of the artist. Actually, let's click this one. Let's see what happens. Tasteful nudes of the artist. Oh, no. They all made a face at me. Except for Joseph. Which is weird. Art is a money-making business. I know it sells. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. Alright, boys. Good art. Good art.
Oh.
Agreed.
Oh.
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not. We're all neighbors, after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. Whee!
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, let's talk to Craig. Hey, buddy, so I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. Oh, you smashed? I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years and I still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's gonna be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you come with me? I love food. I especially love food that's free. I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. I really hope that's a sweat of relief. Okay. I know I said I'm down with it, but I'm gonna talk to Damien real quick. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's go with Craig. I hope this doesn't mess me up, though. I'm just gonna reload. Eat that dinner! Oh, man. I don't know how I feel about social time with Robert. This will help me, like, also kind of spend more time with the other guys, too, because I really haven't spent that much time. Still, I guess free food is free food. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decided to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand.
Bro.
Craig's my favorite. Reginald! Boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two. Oh, after you learn those two first. There we go. One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still, if he were on trial, I think the jury would just define that as in the trash. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Ah, must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's what... We just saw the dog. We just saw the dog. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. This is uncharted territory, Reginald. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Craig. I forgot Craig is like also kind of like... He's supposed to be very gym bro. Ah, mercy. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Don't say that. We're not even inside yet.
Oh.
Finally, the door opens. Robert looks pretty stunned to see me and quickly adjusts his posture to try to hide it. This is gonna be weird, isn't it? Was this supposed to be a date? Reginald, didn't know you'd be tagging along.
I don't know.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig! I can leave if there's not...
Nice.
No, it's fine. Come in. Wipe your feet. We enter Robert's living room, which is a lot more inviting than I remember it being. Make yourselves at home. You can still hear barking from the other room.
Oh.
I didn't know you have a dog, Robert. Oh, yeah, that's Betsy. I have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dogfighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I'd probably have to take you both to the ER. Oh, so he's the dog guy. He's the dog guy. Okay.
Oh.
Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, okay. But, I gotta go finish dinner. Made also buco. Also buco? Barbara leaves the room presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers. Was the dogfighting thing real or was he kidding? I don't know.
Hey.
What's also buco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Hi, Milky. Milky's here to play. Until I have also buco in front of me, we can only assume so. Milky wants pets. Hold on. Betsy. Come here, child. Okay. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed?
Oh.
Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Although he did look pretty shocked to see you. Maybe you being here threw off his plans? Murder plans? This is so weird.
Oh.
Robert finally walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust them, so we're eating here. A dining table? Also, I don't have real people plates. Hopes that's okay. Okay, milky plates. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this man. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. Still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat. Maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender. The risotto. I think that's what it is. So creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? There's a pregnant pause as Robert formulates a response, like it's weird to get a compliment from me. I fish it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant.
Nice.
Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I look over at Craig, who looks wary, but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it.
Oh.
Where'd you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash. One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked up my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship?
Hey.
Anyway, I still love to cook. Oh, Milky! I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good I kinda don't care. Plus, Robert is actually talking to me while, like, we're two people in the same room, which I guess is nice. That's amazing. Really is. Totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. Work, brother. This osso buco, it's osso buco? I think so, is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as the regular plates if you double them up. Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds?
Hey.
No problem, but save room for dessert. I made lemonberry savarin. Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Hey.
Surprises! Robert winks. You bet I am. Oh, the winky! You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig. I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming way more osso buco than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever savarin was, Craig and I decide to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Something tells me he's not going to follow through on that. My child. Have a place. Man, if you'll have me, I'm here. Especially if there's osso buco involved.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You got dads. Okay.
Milky, you smell like food. Okay, I gotta go. Can I go out on a date with the Victorian man now? Huh? Or do you need more pets?
Okay, hold on. The man needs more
turn now,
pets.
Milky, okay? Mr. Stinky? Okay. Right, here we go. We're gonna go on the third date with Damien, Milky, huh? Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dad Book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda. You know his name? Then yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have taught a walk through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda. I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Ugh.
Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off. Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, can you throw the... Oh. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That'd be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak, hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so... comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life? Something? I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I'm going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now we don't have any of that. You lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. Interesting. Because well, at least in American modern society, like, some places won't even let you off work if someone dies. Like, or if you have a funeral to attend, some workplaces don't let you. They don't give you, time off. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. Stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight and the bay glint off Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look at Damien again, and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery, and everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do. I'm so sorry, I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments,
Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
Oh,
What?
my.
There's an emergency. Lucian?
Huh.
No, thankfully. But I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help?
Huh.
Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't time to waste. What is the emergency? Oh my gosh. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Not the rundown building. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. This is a vet, isn't it? Or like a, or not a vet. Shelter, animal shelter. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript. I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is because I see the animal stuff back there. Wait here a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from someplace I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound like claws on top. Yeah, this is an animal shelter. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and scare up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I got myself into? Suddenly, the light shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Not Mary. Mary? What are you doing here? You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face. Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter. Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in the box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Oh, she calls him Dames. Thunder cracks and the door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows. I see. Damien? Oh, that's right, Damien works at the shelter. Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think.
Oh no.
I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going into the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. That's right, I forgot about this. This part is so cute though, because, you know, it's like my job is not very goth at all. And boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true, it's just not all that I am. And I need you to know that. Oh, hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to.
Oh my.
Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning, when I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats. When I came back, she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Reginald. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man. I'm Nerd's house? That's so funny. Nerd's Outland. Mario, Batali, Kale. That's Craig. Coffee Dad. Oh yeah, the one who works at the coffee shop. Nerd's house. Mary's sick Pat. Oh, that's Mary's house. Smalls. What is Smalls? Oh, is that Robert? Damien. That's cute. Other nerds. Which one's the other nerd? Oh, Hugo. That's so funny. The ocean or whatever. Bayside shelter, aquarium. Softball field, coffee spoon. I grow to like Mary more and more. At least you're not other nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Okay, well, if it's the let's go to the aquarium. And then we could do Bayside and then softball field. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving towards town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark, Bark, Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Reginald? Gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Reginald, you can't shove raisins up your nose. That hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the AR and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day, I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children really are resilient, I suppose. Yes, young children. Oh, honey, I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. Damien and I stop by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You seen anything? No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Oh, work. Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Okay. Let's go to the Bayside, yeah? I'm pretty sure it's the Cul de Sac, but we arrive back at the Bayside. Just like old times, huh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So what'd you think? Any sign of the pooch? None yet. Although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I stayed inside all day vegging on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry, what are you doing? I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first.
Oh.
Young miss, have you seen a dog around here? Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around its neck. I saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would have definitely remembered that. I gotta run though. This Rito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand. I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Randy. Okay, let's do the softball field. We drive to the softball field. Looks like Craig's team is practicing. Wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over. It's the baby! The baby's here. Softball bat slung over his shoulder.
Oh.
Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls! Hi, Man's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around?
There was a big dog here earlier. She ran off a while ago, though. I don't think she had an owner, but I really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog.
Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Okay. To the coffee spoon, mayhaps? We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Can't say I have. You're looking for one? Can you describe them to me? Enormous. That pretty well covers it.
Hey.
Cool. I find strays digging for food scraps in the alley out back sometimes. I'll be sure to keep an eye out. We head back to the car. I fear that the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we're to find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood. What kind of dogs does a vampire have? Let's do that. What kind of dogs? Okay. I would imagine it would be unwise for a vampire to take up the company of a smaller mammal for the means of companionship. It would be too tempting to... A bloodhound. I was gonna say a bloodhound, Damien. Oh. Yes. Oh, that's not good. I should have done the other thing. Jeez. I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. The cul-de-sac it is, baby. Okay. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems pretty normal. Looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out.
I don't know.
Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwear being waterlogged? Oh, here we go. How dare you. I take my lawn care very seriously. Reginald, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you?
I don't know about that.
Well, a few hours ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gonna take forever to retill the soil. That could be a dog. A rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, must have been hungry. Ate all my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. Hey, Brian. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food anywhere? Well, it's probably the coffee spoon, huh? We head back inside the coffee spoon. Hey, Matt! Guys, I think I may have seen that dog you were looking for. What? You did? A brown mastiff? Size of a house? Yeah, I saw it digging through the trash in the back. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second. Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old grateful banana bread. Want to take some for the road? Just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This grateful banana bread is gonna be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. Feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Isn't he allergic? Oh, it's Lucian. Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let's not waste any more time. Verily. Okay, it said east. Yeah, so... the cul-de-sac, I think? Either the cul-de-sac or the Bayside. We arrive at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... Uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia. A telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Woof! Woof. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here yet. Wonderful. All we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again, and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Wow, her legs are buff. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. He's on her guard. We'll need another plan. Hey, I've got a treat. That makes up for the bad one I did. I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of grateful banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we'd even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you... Who is this? Is this Mary? What are you nerds doing? Oh, it's Ernest. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. Don't tell your dad about this. We're definitely not trespassing. It looks like trespassing. Well, yeah. Just looks like that. Damien, what are we doing? Trespassing? Oh, honey. Do me in like that. Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's a long... The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest. Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh, hey. Hugo stands at the door looking like he's at a loss for words.
Sweet Manchego.
Where are you Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Woof. Hugo? May I present to you? Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Woof. We're friends. The Duchess looks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Please.
I don't know.
Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of it.
Whoa!
Wait. Did you just call me Dad? Oh, come on, please. Look how cute she is. Yeah, come on, Hugo. Hugo sighs. We've been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull a pen out of my pocket. Got the forms ready for you, if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, you technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with Duchess inside. Oh! He sure seems happy to be with his new friend.
Yes.
I know, he called me Dad. Can you believe it? Oh, that's so sad. Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. Certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. That was sweet! Aww! And long story short, and then that's what happened. Okay, long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So, all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two.
Ah.
Reginald, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. I was gonna be like, what kind of question is that? Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. Oh, one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back. And I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him... Mary, you can fill in the blanks. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. Okay, Mary, hit. So, about the whole goth thing. Completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. That's so sad. No. What? Am I missing something here?
Oh no.
I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. That's right, bestie. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care. And that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. Work. You don't think I'm boring? At all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. Same, brother. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together? It would never be boring if it was with you. I'm such a sucker. I'm such a sucker! Okay. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. Ooh, that's a good smell. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful.
Oh.
May I kiss you? Word? Okay. Does a bat have wings? Yes, okay. I believe I have my answer then. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look.
Huh.
Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes, absolutely. Damien and I arrive back at the cul de sac, our fingers intertwined like a proper gentleman. He walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request.
Huh.
What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters?
Huh.
But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here, on the couch, this entire time. Hi, Amanda.
Eh?
So, are you guys, like, going steady now? Starting a vampire coming together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Woo! I did not score that well.
Yeah, I did not
That
score.
was a phenomenal date.
Mhm. Recliner. Yep.
Ooh, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Oh, this is the party. Be cool, Reginald, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. You asked too many questions. Oh no, sorry, sweetie. It's the feds. The life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send him in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, you would fill my heart with glee. Lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies, covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I want to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so oh, Puppy Cat. Puppy Cat is here. I figure you probably won't be able to get the cable in your room. Oh, to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long haul paranormal ice ghost road ghost truckers. This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. He gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad Puppy Cat likes it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door.
Hey.
Oh. Ah! Cute. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of all your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Yeah! Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind with crunchies in the middle. Hey! I don't know what to say! Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. Did they make up? I can't remember. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold. Loves belly rubs. Always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with the 3 legs again. Hey. Sure. Quattro. Oh, Quattro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you in. Oh, I could get you in to meet all of them. We always could use extra hands around the shelter. And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog. I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in the disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it.
Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of a dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Reginald! Brian! I hate you. No, you made it!
Hey.
I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party?
Aw.
It's not bad. It's not bad?
Hey.
Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him pay you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. I love Daisy. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro! Bro! This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. Trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Whoa.
Don't worry, dude. Ah! I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. Why are you trying to scratch my face? I'm gonna cut your nails. Child of mine. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Hey.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. Maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Hey.
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Reginald. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad you turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything. Oh, anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so you'll fit it in college just fine. Hey, Robert. Glad you can make it. Yep. Robert takes a sip. Robert takes a sip of his drink. Why is he being so cold to me? Everything okay? Sure. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something. Come on, Reginald. You know what this was.
Oh.
You were an object to me the same way I thought I thought I was an object to you. I figured we were on the same page here, at least from how you were acting. But I don't want to be in this if we... Oh, I forgot his voice. Feelings are involved. I got too much to deal with as is. I'll catch you around.
Hey.
Hey, man! Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of the talking banana breads ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Hey, Amanda's dad. I turn to spot Lucian walking up to me. Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad you know. Oh, I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you, too. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple of years, and I know it must have not been that easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot, and it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometimes. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Reginald.
As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me.
Killer party, Pops.
What can I say? I was inspired.
Oh. I also have something for you.
For me? Why?
Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this. And I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you.
Don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, Reginald, if you cry again.
You're the best, Dad. I love you.
And I'm crying.
Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time!
Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us.
Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave.
Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You are such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid.
Always do.
Amanda and I share a hug.
This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road.
Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it.
It would be my honor. Amanda hops up.
Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you.
Glance over to the back of the yard where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me.
I'll leave you to it. Me and them are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops.
Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party. Did you know that in the Victorian era, they would call benches seedy boys? What? Really? I'm kidding, Reginald. But what if? It's good to see you in your skivvies? Civvies? Chivies? I don't know, I'm so sorry. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Reginald, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form. Not the true form, my information technology form. What you said about me, how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself. A three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place. To make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you realized that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Reginald. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. But I think I can make an exception for you.
Wow. Wow.
How exciting. Okay, can I? Oh, I'm gonna skip a little bit. Come on, girl. Is the spacebar right? Okay, we're gonna just do the spacebar. Daddy, hey, 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 bop. Dream, daddy. This fake. Daddy. Okay, what's the pick? Love that. Picks. Hey, yay, hey. Okay. Wow. Okay. That was a very different experience from the first one. I think it was so smart of me to do Joseph's route first. Because oh, hi. Raymond, please get off. Get off. Thank you. Appreciate you. My poor kids. Okay. Daddy, hold on a sec. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna lower that for a second. Anyway, so yes, this was a very sweet route. I did know some things about Damien beforehand. I did know that he's afraid of horror movies. I knew that. And what was the other thing I knew? I kind of like caught that he was like, I knew he was like, oh, my regular job is like a normal person or whatever, because I was like, I know that was like a big hang up for him, that he was like, oh, I'm not like this mysterious dashing Victorian vampire like in reality. But it's just like, yeah, I love that his route was basically like he can still have interest but also at the same time have his normalcy and peace as well, because that's life. We can't be cool 24/7, 365, you know. But I also know that Damien is trans. Unless I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure Damien is, because I know there's a trans character, and I believe it's Damien. I have to double check. But I just don't remember it being mentioned. Not that it has to be mentioned, but I do. I'm just aware of the fact, basically. So, yeah. So I was like, interesting. I wonder if it was like, it was just mentioned by the creators rather than it being like blatantly obvious in the game, you know. So I don't know, you know, or unless I was just like so brain fried that I missed some details here and there. But you know, it doesn't matter regardless. It's it's a very sweet route. It was just like a very like rom-com type of route, you know, in comparison to like Joseph's route, which was honestly kind of sad, because not only is he a preacher / minister, he also is married and has children, and he's gay. Well, from what I've gotten, he's probably bisexual, correct? Or bi-pan. But yeah, after playing Joseph's route, it was just like you can only go up from there, because I think Joseph is the only one that doesn't have like a good ending, correct? I believe everyone else kind of has like a good ending / happier ending. Like there's a way to be happy with everyone like together, minus Joseph, I believe. So, yeah, I really enjoyed like this game is kind of about like domesticness anyway, 'cause it's slice of life. But yeah, Damien's a very sweet character. I didn't like, you know, I like the whole like the the contrasting kind of personality where it's like the outside doesn't the outside is intimidating slash elegant, like it's the, what is it, the gosh, I can't speak, the judging by appearances kind of thing. I love that kind of that trope of like discovering that the person that they come off as is not the person they are, at least not completely, and that people are multifaceted and they are far more than their appearances. And you know, I love that trope. So so I don't know who the next route should be. I definitely want to save Craig for last, because he's the character I like. I think he's the only character I've kind of seen gameplay of him for, but I don't remember most of it. So but he's the one I'm most familiar with, so that's why I'm gonna put him last. Also, he's technically my favorite as of this moment in time. So Craig will go last, but I'm trying to decide if I should I do Robert next? I was gonna do Robert next, or maybe I should do Brian? Hugo? I don't know. We're gonna see. I might just go into like the dice randomizer or something and just roll a dice. But yeah, I can't wait to play the rest of the routes, because but Damien's route was so sweet that I'm just like, well, after going, you know, we can only go up, I'm just like, oh, now we're like in the, you know, we can go down if I do Robert, because I have no idea what to expect for Robert. I actually don't even know. I know that Robert's is the one that makes me doubt, though. I was like, I know everybody has like a good ending except Joseph, but I was just like, how can I get a good ending with Robert? You know what I mean? Anyway. But yes, this has been another route for Dream Daddy. This game is very very silly, you know, and I don't mean that in like a bad way, but some of the dialogue does make me kind of like double take, and I know it's supposed to be like, you know, the theme is dads, like actual dads, so I think it's quite funny, but some of the dialogue makes me crack up so bad, because I'm just like, I gotta read that again, because sometimes I'm just like, is this like in order to be so dad, you know, in order to be like so like dad jokey kind of thing? I don't know. Some of the dialogue makes me crack up, like, because it's just so it's a little absurd from my POV, but you know, also I'm not a man, so who knows. I have a dad, but I'm not a man, so maybe the humor is just a little offset for me. So but that's all right. It fits the vibe. Everything's pretty funny. I will say, I think it's quite funny that Damien seems so easy to like please, but I ended up getting like 2 negative reactions. Was it 3? Maybe 3 during his like last date, and I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe. After getting like all good ones like in the second date too, I was like, dang, I failed myself. Well, anyway, that was Dream Daddy, the Damien route. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm definitely I was gonna decide who to do next for the next route, but I'm having a hard time deciding, so I'm gonna roll the dice sometime later. But yes, please do not forget, follow me on social media for any kind of updates on all my various projects, any events I'm attending or selling at, etc. Please check the community tab on my YouTube as well. Why did I say on my YouTube? This is YouTube. Sorry. Please check the community tab, because even though I don't update that often, I do update periodically whenever, you know, something happens, like me forgetting my external hard drive and I'm going to California and then being there for 2 weeks so I couldn't upload anything. So don't forget, please check out my podcast, You Can Smooch Tho, a podcast about all things boys love and other related items, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
and Amazon Music. Also, blink, blink, blink. Also follow me on Twitch as well. I do not know when streams will start up again because my schedule is a bit crazy right now. Hopefully it'll alleviate a bit more, but I do plan to at least stream once a month into this year. Just because I do miss streaming and I do like streaming, and you know, it's part of the vibes, so you know. And otherwise, whatever I'm forgetting, you'll find out in the next video. I'll just put it at the end of that video. Okay, thank you so much again. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay well, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Night night.